Hi, welcome to Aquila Wonders, where I travel for work and for fun. Once living in my Nissan Rogue, and now transitioning to van life with my Ford Transit. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook for up-to-date adventures.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Aquila Wonders here, wandering around the United States. One, because they pay me to, and two, because I love to. Okay guys, welcome back. If you are a subscriber of mine, we're happy to see that you are here. We have made it to 1,400 subscribers, guys. Not a big deal in the YouTube world, but it's a big deal to me. I am appreciative of everybody who hit that subscribe button. You don't have to be here, but you choose to be here, so I love it. Thank you so much, guys. So in honor of the 1,400 subscribers, I want to start this series of getting geared up to give my 1,500 subscriber giveaway. Yes, I think that every milestone is a big milestone, so I want to start prepping you guys to get ready for that giveaway. I have some stuff that I really want to give away that is like dear to me, because when starting out car life, I had bought all this stuff, and now that I'm in the van, I don't need any of this stuff, so I don't want to just give it away willy-nilly. I want to give it to the people that are in need. So I'm thinking of giving a starting care box of things that I just didn't use or don't need now that I have the van. So if you're interested in something like that, please leave a comment below, guys. I need to know that if this is a good idea or not. There'll be other stuff in the gift box, but I want to give some fairly new, like used one time, if that. I just probably opened the box and didn't use it, stuff. So if that is something that you're interested in, if you're just starting out car life, or even some stuff I think you can use for the van, that would be awesome. So if you guys are interested, please leave a comment or like the video this time, because then I'll know that I'm on the right track. I'll put a poll in the community post if that's something you guys are interested in. If you know somebody who wants to start car life, or know somebody in need of this stuff, you could definitely for sure enter the sweepstakes and, you know, the raffle or whatever, however I do it, and you can give it to somebody that you that may need it. You might not need it, but maybe somebody that you know may need it. So that's why I wanted to do it that way. So we are not in the van, but we're not in the park. We're at my aunt's house, and I'm in Georgia. I've been in Georgia for 2 weeks now, and I am here because my grandmother's here, and I am looking after my grandmother. She comes from Haiti. I am Haitian. For a little bit, there's not watching, but you know, just to look after her, and before we head back to Arizona, where the van is located. I am not working right now, guys. I have been trying to look for jobs in a specific state. I've been trying to look for a specific job, and I've just been holding my straps to that specific idea, and so I'm working on that, and I'll be working pretty soon. So that's an update on my work schedule. I just haven't been working since May 1st, and it's been a blessing. So I did good this past contract, and I saved up a lot of money, so it worked out for me. How's the van? The van is doing awesome. Still no problems, still no issues, and I wanted to tell you guys I did do some upgrades. So you guys are still in last year's time frame. I know. I'm getting to it, guys. You are only 3 or 4 to 5. Okay, there's 5 videos. I don't even think so. I think it's 4 videos away from my van life journey. The start of it in September of 2021. 4 videos, guys. 2 more months, and you will be in the van life stuff. I promise you, it will start soon. Okay, I got a couple of more videos of me in Denver before I moved into the van, so just enjoy those adventures. This is not a specific van life channel, guys. This is me vlogging and journaling my traveling. Okay, this is a traveling lifestyle channel, a working traveling lifestyle. I work a regular sticks and bricks job. Okay, guys, I'm not remote yet. I would love to be remote, but I'm not remote yet. So you guys are watching me go through this traveling journey that I started 5 years ago, actually, and then I started van life or car life 3 years ago. So you guys are just in everything that I do. It might not interest you. I get it. I get it. I don't watch everything on YouTube. So I don't feel hurt that you don't watch, guys not watching my channel for other content but van life. It's fine. You do what you got to do for you, okay? But I'm putting everything out that I want to put out for me. So if I never reach 150,000 subscribers, that's okay, you know? So, and one more other church announcement. I'm going to clip this video of my friend. She has a channel, What It Do DG. I'm going to link it below. She's also a van lifer. She's in her vehicle, and she is having a event in South Carolina, and I'm not going to speak on it because I'm going to insert her 1-minute video here, so that way you guys can check it out. If you're on the East Coast and you want to meet up with some van people, check out this video right here.
POC Nomad Network and Kidogo Farms presents Plan with Pallets, a 2-weekend event. What's happening at this 2-weekend event? We will be building an A-frame structure with pallets. But wait, that's not all. No, really, we'll also get to build garden boxes and planters and make some coasters with epoxy. The goal of this event is to learn to use everyday tools, measure, and cut wood so that you can build your nomadic future the way you see fit. And don't forget, there will be meals and entertainment.
Okay, so I don't want to have bad quality sound. So again, I'm outside and I'm gonna try to put the volume on this video very loud, but you guys can deal with it. Okay, so it is May. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I have a mental health diagnosis. I am diagnosed with bipolar depression and anxiety. And for me, it has been such a relief to actually have that diagnosis, because then I can now tackle on the issues. Because I always know that I had a bout of depression. I've definitely had depression, but the high and low is what I didn't understand. Because then I would say, well, sometimes I'm okay, so then that means I'm okay, like I'm not depressed, so then I never had depression. But it actually is bipolar depression, so I have high highs and low lows. I was diagnosed in I was softly diagnosed in 2019. I was softly diagnosed in 2019, and then I was officially diagnosed in 2020. And when I mean softly diagnosis, I went to see a doctor, a primary care, and she suggested I see a psychiatrist. And then I was like, okay, and then I never followed up. And then when I did have that, it did happen last year with the Ford, with the car not working. I definitely went to go see a psychiatrist, and that's when I was formally diagnosed and everything like that. So did my depression start with the van not working? No. I've had issues with my mental health since I was a teenager, and that had to do with the bullying that I endured. I was bullied in grade school and middle school, and I was bullied in high school and parts of college. Yes, college too. I was bullied because of my complexion. If you don't know, I'm dark skinned. But so I was bullied ravishly. Ravishly? Is that a word? I wanted to show you how I was bullied really bad, and I just want to put it as those simple as I didn't want to put it in that simple terms. I was bullied immensely, guys, and go home crying, and definitely suicidal thoughts when I was little, because it just didn't seem like the world wanted me, you know. So I had a big family, and I used to hide
within my family and not participate for such a long time, I missed out on a lot of relationships with my family members, including my sisters, especially my sisters, because I would just hide away. Once I was able to work, guys, I just worked constantly. The reason why I work a lot of jobs is because I'm so used to it. Because when I was younger, I'm talking about when I was uh, 18, 19, I just started working in the healthcare field, and there was so many hours. They would just throw you so many hours that I would just hide in my job. So I would work 16 hours a day, like 5 days a week, guys. It was bad, and I did that because I didn't want to deal with my mental. I didn't understand my mood swings. I didn't understand my ups and downs. I also have like hormonal, like being female, I also have like a lot of hormonal imbalances. So around that time of the month, I would be so depleted, and then so on top of my depression, I had the hormonal imbalance, and that was a catastrophe. That was a that was the ingredients for catastrophe, is what I'm trying to say. So I had to deal with that as well, and then it got worse when it was really bad in New York. So I'm from New York, and it was really bad in New York, and it was that city is very demanding. If you want to get ahead in life, and I was not happy where I was in life. I wanted to be a doctor. I never became a doctor. I wanted to be a nurse. I never finished school to become a nurse. So I took it hard. It was hard, and I was not seeing like a lot of me going anywhere in life. I was like, what is this all about? What is this for? So then I end up, having my first thoughts of suicide in 2017. 2016, 2017, I had my first real official thought of suicide. I was standing in front of the train, and standing in front of the train tracks, and the E train was coming, and I was just like, I was on Lexington Avenue, and I was just like, what if I just go? What if I just, and the train came, and it just snapped me out of it. I was just like, oh shit. And that was so real for me. Like, it was like, I was ready. I was just like, what if I just go? You know? And then I never talked about it with anybody. I just did it because I just was like, this is foolish. Like, then I got mad. So a part of all of this mental illness is that you get mad at yourself. I got mad that I wanted to commit suicide, which I don't know what that was about. I still don't know what that's about. I gotta talk to my therapist about that. But it's just like I just have all these emotions around everything that I do, which is normal. But to me, being mad at myself is bad. Like even being mad, sad is bad for me. So some people with depression, like even like going through regular stuff in life, and you just beat yourself even worse. And that's the craziest part about it. That's why it's such a sickness, because you just continue perpetuating the cycle of, if something bad happens, you just go off the deep end, and then I get mad that I'm off the deep end. I should be stronger than that, and all this type of stuff. So I never talked to anybody about that. I was going through a breakup at that time, so I hated my job. The job, they didn't like me either. So I was in a really bad place. And I have a shopping addiction, and I was in debt. So I was in debt, just broke up my 3-year relationship. I was in a crappy job, and then I was overweight. I'm still overweight, but I was dealing with my weight issues, and my fluctuating weight up and down. And it was just like, I felt like there was no other way to stop this. It's just to get off this planet, So that was, and if this is triggering, I forgot. Is this a triggering for you guys? I'm sorry. I'm going to put a description. I'm going to put a disclaimer that it's triggering. Because, people can see somebody and they think that they're one way, and they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And this is what I was going on behind the scenes. I was so well put together, but so destroyed inside, guys. So destroyed inside. And then even now, I feel like I'm a mosaic piece, and I feel like it's only little pieces that make this whole big picture, but it's not one solidified thing. So if one little, one little crack in that little that mosaic piece of me, that if I have one little crack in that, the depression floods through that. And then that's why I have to be careful. Now I have to be careful about what I do and what I consume and everything like that, because I am not a solid piece of work, So I'm working through that. When I was diagnosed in 2020, I was put on medication. I was put on the Migdal and Abilify, because I do now understand what anxiety is. I didn't understand what those nervousness feeling was. I didn't understand what that those self-sabotaging thoughts in my head were. I didn't know what that was, and that amplified to be anxiety. And now that I understand my anxiety, I now make sure that I keep it in check by talking to myself, not like talking back to myself, but I tell myself, Christina, it's okay. Christina, just calm down, just, feel your feelings, but don't like be overwhelmed by your feelings. And that to me was what my anxiety comes as. I do have a psychiatrist, and I have a psychologist, and I also seek I am in sessions with a I call her my spiritual therapist, because there is parts of me that I compartmentalize. I know I said it wrong, compartmentalize. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. And there is the functional Christina, there is the spiritual Christina, and then there is Aquila, and she's just doing whatever the hell she want to do. But all those people come together to make me as a whole, and those people need to be dealt with in different different areas of my life. So that's why I see those different type. That's why I see those different type of people, is because I need my medication. I need to make sure that I'm doing okay on my medication with the psychologist, and then my spiritual healer, she is there for my emotional stuff. So that's what I do. I have insurance when I'm working, so I use my insurance when I'm working, but my spiritual healer is somebody that I found through my family member, and I pay her $80 twice a month. So I see her twice a month. That's $160 a month out of pocket, out of pocket, right? Cash. So that's an investment for me. I spend way more money on that in one trip to the department store. So spending that on a monthly basis is nothing compared to my shopping addiction and all that other stuff. So I said, if I can invest in clothes, and that's not even an investment, if I could waste money on clothes and Amazon, then I can definitely speak to her. And she's been doing good. She's been asking me questions that I don't all the time want to answer, or never even thought about answering, or even think in that way. So she's been really good with helping me and understanding my feelings. And there's been so much progress. I started seeing her right after the incident in 2020, and let's go back to the incident in 2020, because that was another suicide attempt in my head that I had. So after all the stuff with the van was happening, I was in a hotel room, and I had a thought, and I'm like, I don't understand what this world is about, but I don't want to be part of this anymore. Like, this is just dumb. Like, I pay my taxes. Like, I do what I'm supposed to do, and I try not to be a burden onto the world. Why is something like this happening to me? Why would somebody do this to me? And I was like, I don't even want to be bothered living anymore. And that was in 2020. That's how bad it got. So guys, I know somebody had mentioned for me to snap out of it. Like, when you don't know somebody's story, and you can do whatever you want to do, I can't tell you how to speak, but I'm telling you right now, telling people that is going through something just to snap out of it is probably like the worst thing to say. It's so irritating, because it's like, if we could, we would. Like, it's like people like you it's like literally telling an addict, stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing drugs. Like, yeah, if we could, we would. Like, that's not the issue. It's deeper than that.
So telling people to snap out of it, it's not that bad. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I got first world problems. I understand that. Like, that's why I get mad when I get depressed and sad and all that stuff like that, because I'm like, what are you complaining about? You're from a country that's going through turmoil, that people die in the street every single day. Why are you mad because your car is not working? But in that time frame, in that mental space, you don't have all that capacity. You know what I'm saying? So kudos for the people that do. Like, I envy you if you do, but for the people that don't, I get you. I'm with you, because that shit is hard to just snap out of it. So that comment irritated me, because it's like, yeah, duh. Like, I would, if I could, I wouldn't even be bothered. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have mental issues if I could just snap out of it. Like, so just be careful, like, saying stuff that to people, because it's not about being sensitive. Like, it's not. It's just about, like, your capacity. Like, some people cups are already full and they can't add on more stuff, and then you tell them to snap out of it. Like, they can't. And then when now I deal with people, I'm like, okay, if that's your capacity, then okay, I'll meet you where you are. But I'm not gonna tell you to be where you are not ready to be. Like, come on, guys. But anyway, but that's the point of putting myself out here on YouTube. People are gonna say how they deal with their stuff. They're gonna give advice on how they would do stuff, but you can't oppose your stuff on me, like, and I can't oppose my stuff on you. So that's how I feel about it. But yeah, that was the second time that I had the suicide thoughts, and that's why I had made sure that's when I started making sure that my mental health was my priority. And ever since me taking the medication and seeking therapy, working out, and trying to get back on a routine, I have not suffered from my depression. That doesn't mean I'm cured. And in my knowledge, I am, what I've read and thought about and talked to people about, is that depression is actually forever. You can control it, but it's something that if it's a chemical depression, if it's not like a event related depression, if it's definitely chemical, it's something you have to deal with forever. I mean, people can say you can fix it with diet and exercise and yoga and stuff like that, and I do all of that, right? I have bouts of when I'm dieting. I work out all the time, guys. And well, not all the time, but I work out a lot, and I do yoga. Like, my go-to is hot yoga, Bikram yoga, and I still have depression. Like, it doesn't go away because of some external things that I'm doing. For me, it's internal. You might not want to hear it. You might not be a person who believes in medicine and all that stuff like that. I wish I was stronger, and I wish I had knowledge to know about her herbs and teas and meditation practices. I wish I could incorporate that more in my life, but I just don't. And I'm working on it, though. I am working on it. So it's a work in progress, and it might just be a lifelong thing. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And for those who take care of it and control it and don't have it anymore, so happy for you. Like, so happy for you. Like, that's what I want for me, and I love that for everybody that is able to control it in different ways. So keep doing what you're doing, and if you have any suggestions, but please, guys, consult your doctors. This is all medical professional. I'm medically monitored, so do what's good for you, but also do what's good for your plan with your doctor. So that's how I'm going to say about that. There's not much to it. I wanted to talk about this because I show the good things. Like, I show the bad things too, but like, when I put on the camera, I'm always usually in a good mood. I kind of don't put the camera on when I'm in a bad mood, because I'm in a bad mood. So for me, I want you guys to understand that yes, you guys are getting a glimpse of like some trips or some activities that I do, but a lot of the times, I tell you, 80% of the time I talk myself out of an event or a drive or something that's going to actually make me happy. I talk myself out of it. I am going to try to do better to catch those moments, and just like, they don't make for interesting videos, but if you're still watching this at this point of the video, you have to understand, like, it's not
it's not that Instagram life, that YouTube life, that hey guys, look at the best life that I'm living now. I don't live like that majority of the time. Majority of the time, I'm just like, I don't want to be bothered. I want to just stay and eat a whole pie of pizza and drink this whole thing of soda and go to sleep. That is me majority of the time. And that's okay in moderation, but then that's when I get into my deep depression. So I'm gonna try to do better at showing you guys like failed plans. Like I made a plan and I didn't do it because I just don't want to keep on like, okay, well, here's a glimpse of this awesome time that I have and didn't show you guys as much many times. Many times. If I do one trip a month, I literally planned out for that month, and that's all I could muster my energy up and my psychosis, like my you know, yeah, my energy. That's the only thing I can match it up to, to once a month. And that should be okay for me. But again, my emotions is that if I don't do something, I get mad at myself. Even if it's a positive thing. If I don't work out one day, I'll just kick myself in the butt, like hard mentally. And so, you know, I wanna gear some of my content to that, to just show that, this is real. Like a lot of the times I just don't want to do nothing. Sometimes I don't even want to be bothered with YouTube. I don't even know why I started it sometimes. I'm like, girl, like put the camera up because you got to show these people, right? Or you got to remember this, right? So do it, But then I be talking myself out of it a lot. So, but I'm better now. It's March uh, 2022, and I'm better now. I am on my medication. I take it. I'm trying to work on my weight. I'm trying to work on my routine. I still do at least the spiritual therapy. I'm on board with my psychology because of my insurance, and that's a problem with van life and moving all the time. Is your health care and how it moves along with you. So I gotta tell you guys about that. So I'm gonna bring that up in another video. But that's basically it, guys. I am better now because I took steps to do something about it. And if you really need help, there is a hotline. The best thing for me was to be the lowest part of my life and to let people in to say, you need to speak to this person and you need to do this. Because I couldn't do it for myself. So me being transparent, it don't work for everybody. And I'm not saying that you want to tell somebody that you're depressed or whatever. There is anonymous helplines that you guys can call to get help. My thing is just get help though, My thing is don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer by yourself. Don't wait till the very last moment. And then that's how, people, they just can't deal with it. Find a support group. And it's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. But I encourage you to find Facebook groups, meetups. Like this is a day and age where you could be the most vulnerable, and who the freak cares, about anything and what other people has to say. Nobody shit smells like roses. Everybody shit stinks. Everybody, okay? So, do what's best for you. We want you here, okay? I want you here. I want to be here because I'm already here. And I might as well finish out this ride for wherever it takes me. And yeah, it hasn't been the most glamorous. And yeah, I probably won't be the richest person in the world, but I do a lot of things that I couldn't trade in the I do a lot of things that I wouldn't trade in the whole world. And I did that when I was happier and healthier, and I'm better for it. So I encourage you to, don't think that you have to be strong by yourself. That is just it's okay to have. I have that reserve, but I don't want to lean on that all the time. I just have that my strength, and I could do a lot of things by myself. And you guys know I'm solo by myself. I could do a lot of those things by myself and have a good time. But I like to have community. I like to have people that want to check on me and whatever the case may be. And it's important to me anyway. So I hope that if this reaches you and touches you in a way, just know that just because it looks strong on the outside doesn't mean it is strong. Sometimes it's just a lot of work going behind to keep that wall up. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. That's okay. So
that's what I wanted to share with you guys this month. You guys are getting another video, I think, in a week. And I am traveling to my new destination in a couple of weeks and still vlogging, guys. So continue with the adventures, but you guys will be having van life adventures in 4 videos. If I'm lying, I'm flying. But maybe 5 videos. I'm not sure. I'm still uploading. I'm still editing them as I go along. But van life content specifically to Luna and me moving into the van coming soon. Please watch out for that. I appreciate you being here, and it's okay that you guys don't watch all my videos. Shade. But I still gonna put them out there anyway, and you know, pick and choose what you want to do, but I'm happy you're here. I will see you guys in the next one, and please leave a comment. I'm sorry, 1,500 subscriber giveaway, and I will see if that's something you guys are interested in. Okay, bye guys, I gotta go work out. Bye.